Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gemma's Window for September 2019. If you're a power year number 5, you've come to the right place. Now, ironically, 5s, if you're a power year number 5, you're also in the month of 5 for September 2019. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, if you're still determining what your power year number is, just look below in the information box, because you can take your time and you can follow the calculations there and get to your power year number that you only have to determine one time for the year of 2019. So let's get started, 5s. Let's review. What does that crazy number 5 mean? Well, I describe it as crazy because it can be a little bit crazy. 5 is about change. Change. And it can be, this is the ultimate month for you 5s, to change your hair, to change jobs, to change something that you orchestrate yourself, or the universe kind of orchestrates for you. Because if you haven't been making quick enough decisions, the universe just might make them for you. Very interesting, right? The month of September is going to be full of changes for you, potentially. It could be full of adventure for you. It could be full of travel and correspondence and some kind of communication. So let's take a look at what's going on for you. I do have some special years written for you, special days written for you in the month of September. So number 5s, if you'd like to write them down or try to remember, here we go. Special days for job, number 5. Okay, job or finance. Good days for job and finances in September. Those days would be the 8th, the 12th, the 17th, the 21st, the 26th, and the 30th. Good days for romance, 5s. September 1st, September 10th, September 19th, and September 28th. Good days for surprises or unexpected ideas. September 6th, September 15th, and September 24th. Now, extra special power days for you will be September 9th, September 18th, and 27th. Now, those are actually your special days for every month, and expect double the effect from things on those days. Good. Let's get them out of the way. Let's start shuffling these cards. Now, as I'm shuffling, I'm going to first do business, then I'm going to do love, and then I'm going to do any situation you'd like to know the best possible outcome for. While I'm shuffling, I'm going to do one quick plug that I'd like your true ghost stories. Please, if you have true ghost stories or you know of a really good one that you remember really well, that your grandmother told you, a friend told you, please jump onto gemmaswindow.com and either write it out for me or let's set up a time to talk. Because I'm going to be doing a special production for October, a weekly production, Gemma's Window, true New Jersey ghost stories, local ghost stories, or just true ghost stories. I don't care if they're from New Jersey. I want the truth of where they're from. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I need those stories and I can't wait to get them. Let's start with business for number 5. Now, this is for people who have a job. 5s, this is for you in September if you have a job. Okay, and here we go. 5s, I don't feel like this is the time for you in September to make any mad dashes or mad moves. The cards that I'm getting are that you may be moving willy-nilly around the office. You may literally be moving willy-nilly out and around a territory that you don't want, a territory or a project that's getting old and you don't really know where it's going. But I feel like there's a great potential for miscommunication in this month of September, a real issue. And if that communication has already happened by the time that you hear this, or you think there's issues, I think it's going to even turn into something potentially bigger. So in this month of 5 for changes, my suggestion to those of you who are working is that changes may happen, but allow them to happen on their own, not to push for anything. If you can, try to continue to keep out of everybody's way and not to bring up conversations about things that you need or preferences. I just feel like be careful who you talk to, be careful what you say, because things have a way of really getting out of control this month for you at the workplace, if you've got that job. Okay, 5s? And also it's a month about correspondence. Be careful what you text, be careful what you say. That can be tracked back to you. The whole thing. For those of you who are looking for a job and your power year is a number 5, let's look for September. Okay. This is a whole different feeling than what we just got. Okay. Okay. 5s. In the month of September, the universe is on your side. It's really strongly on your side, and it wants you to have movement. It wants movement in some way, shape, or form. So even if you're in a position and you're applying elsewhere for something new, or you've been waiting for somebody to get back to you, the universe is on your side and wants to make it all work out. But what happens is that it just moves a little slower, and you may feel like, well, what does this mean? It's not going to work. Everything was going swimmingly. Everybody seemed to like me, or, whatever the situation is to just let it come about on its own. Actually, both messages are to not provoke what you've already started. So you've already put seeds out there, or you've already put applications out there, or you've already put in for various promotions or this or that. And I feel like let things come back to you, 5. Across the board, that's what you've got when it comes to jobs. So don't push any harder. Let things come back to you in this month of September and see where the chips lie, and then we'll deal with them again in October. Now, for those of you who have that relationship, let's pull 3 cards for you, 5s, and see how your month of changes looks. Okay. So this is pretty heavy, 5s. What I've got is, for those of you who have had some kind of breakup or separation, or however you can morph that into your situation, because we are talking about people who are in a relationship, and maybe recently you're not living with this person, and maybe you've had a breakup or a run-in, or you're taking a break, or you don't know exactly what's doing, and you're very worried, and you feel very concerned about it, and you're wondering if you did the right thing. Did I do the right thing here by walking out? Am I doing the right thing by not following them around with my tongue hanging out? And I feel like, yes, you did, and it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game for you, and that it's uncomfortable and it feels crappy, but it's a waiting game for you in the month of September. It's not the month for you to do anything further. Once this separation or this abrupt change has happened within the relationship and you're reeling from it, you're not meant to talk about it, bring it up, chase and resurrect the person that you walked away from, or they walked away from you, whatever the circumstance is. You're meant to now that a big change has happened, you're meant to wait. Lay low and wait. Now, you're in the month of 6 next month. That's October. And that's about breaking up and making up or getting married. It's the biggest relationship month, love month out of the year. So we're going to talk more in October about what you should do. I just was shuffling. What you should do for the for that situation. Now, if you are looking for a relationship and you are in the month of 5, it's all about timing. And I feel like you've been unhappy and you've been waiting and you've been like, when is it going to be my turn and what is going to happen? And it is coming in the month of September. If it doesn't, like I say, October is a very romantic month. It's coming in the very near future for you, where you are indeed going to meet someone. You are indeed going to be seeing someone. I'm not doing a full reading. I don't know if it's the person, but I do feel like there are choices, even perhaps, where you can choose between one person and another. But it's a timing thing. The universe has been holding out on you. You have been discontented and annoyed about what's taking so long, but it is coming. So try not to fret too much and try to have a little bit of patience where that's concerned. Now, 5s, if you would just think of a specific situation, in your life that's happening, or even someone else's life. It's okay. You can ask about someone else. And I'm going to pull cards that say, hey, what's the best possible outcome we can expect? Now, the more specific you are, the more specific my answer can be. And you can tweak it to fit the situation, but you just can't change the outcome. So here we go. 5s. What's the best outcome? Fives, you got to put your foot down. I feel like there's somebody who has been dancing around and taking off and not respecting you or listening to you, or whoever you're asking about, in some way, shape, or form. And it is time for 5s, an altercation of some kind. Now, if you asked about job and you asked about love, and you're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute, maybe this answer is different, because we've gotten a lot of waiting for you. Perhaps your particular situation is different and needs a different response. So if somebody's been poking the bear, it is time for you to speak up and take charge and go for it. And then I have the Justice card. Justice is a major arcana card, and it's talking about finally justice is served. Finally, the dust can settle once you get it off your chest, what needs to get off your chest. So what you got to do is use your instincts here and determine, and maybe listen to this whole thing again and determine what advice is going for which situation when we're asking what is the best possible outcome of any situation you have. And if you've asked about, love or romance, and you're like, wait a minute, that's a whole different answer, go back and keep listening until it falls into place for you. And it will. Just think about it, and it will. Thank you so much, 5s. Oh my goodness, it was so nice to chat with you and have you visit. And please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get my act together with my technical savvy and be more consistent. I know last month I gave wrong calculations to get to your power year numbers on a few of the recordings. I mean, I'm just all over the place, but sooner or later I may get this down. And it may be this month, who knows? But thank you so much. Any more information about me is on gemmaswindow.com, private readings, or get me those ghost stories, please. I can't wait to read about them. I think that's about it. And so I'll see you next month for the month of October, when you're in the most romantic month of the year, the month of 6. Bye for now, 5s. Thank you.